Okay, step one of the process is to take all of the jalapenos, wash them, cut them in half, and then as you see what he's doing here, he's taking all of the seeds out. Okay, these veins are where all the capsaicin is. That's what makes the jalapenos really hot. Okay, so depending on the level of heat that you want your jalapeno poppers to be, that's all determined by how much or how little vein you leave in there and how many seeds you leave in there. So he's cutting the top off, cutting it in half.
Basically, you want to make a cavity for the Dove and the cream cheese to sit in. That's why I take them out.
Alright, and then we'll move on. Step two of the process is to take all of these Dove chest pieces with it's got the sternum, okay, and the rib cage still attached. And you're going to try to take the Dove breast meat, or in this case the pigeon breast meat, off, so you have all of these little individual nice pieces of meat. Okay, that's what it looks like once it's already been cleaned off. And you see Coach Baker with his expert knife skills. All you're doing is taking that cartilage and that bone and following it down with your knife. You want to take as much meat as you can off the bone, but you don't want any bone in your meat. So you're just going to let your knife follow that bone all the way down, and just keep slicing and slicing until that breast meat is all off. This is also a good an opportunity to feel around and see if you can find any of the pellets that may have still been left in any of that breast meat, because it's a nasty surprise to take a bite into one and chomp right down onto a pellet. So now's a good time to take those out if you can. Now, step three is to take the jalapeno halves, stuff it with one of the Dove breast, fill it with cream cheese. This happens to be the jalapeno cheddar dip, just to give it a little extra flavor, and then you wrap it with bacon and pin it in with toothpicks. We'll show you how this works. Alright, Coach Baker, take it away.
So do you usually put the cream cheese in first, or the Dove breast?
I don't ever do it the same way twice.
I think it's probably better to do it this way.
Now those toothpicks, the whole purpose of the toothpicks are to hold the bacon in place, because once you start cooking it, that bacon is going to start curling up on you and it's going to unravel itself. So you want to pin all of that down with the toothpick, just so it all stays nice and secure once you start cooking it. I'll show you one more time. So the cream cheese goes in the jalapeno. The Dove breast goes on top. And then you take a strip of bacon and wrap it pretty tight. And then just pin it down. And then repeat the process. We're going to do this another 12 times. Alright, now we have gotten all of them wrapped with bacon and we have them on the cooktop. You don't want it turned up blazing hot, but you do want it up to about medium high. Just lay them all out, and you're going to cook the bacon, and the heat will end up cooking all of that Dove also. Smell for me. It smells fantastic.
Anything with bacon.
Yeah, that's the best part of all of this, is all that bacon. This is thin cut bacon. I have used thick cut bacon before. Thin cut, now that I've used thin cut, is easier to use. So keep that in mind, that if you're looking for ease on the first time, you might want to try the thinner cut bacon. Okay, the last step in all of this process is to bribe your principals, so they let you do cool things like this. This is how we do cool things. All right, this is the finished product.